All right, people. I believe everybody is doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. Please let me know in the chats if I'm perfectly audible, visible to each and every single student. Everyone means everyone. Everyone means everyone. Okay. So, my dear friends, in this session, in the today's session, we're gonna be completing the rest of the chapter over here. Okay. We will be talking about all of those points which are left and which are important when it comes to this particular chapter. Okay. So call up your friends, call up your friends. So we are starting this particular chapter. Tell me, how is everything going, guys? Let me know in the chats. Everyone means everyone. Everyone means everyone. Tell me, how is everything going? Great, great, great. Perfect, 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 perfect. So we will have to finish a rest of the chapter today, my dear friends. That is the vectors we say, sir, part 2. Vectors part 2. So let me basically move on to that particular slide. Just a second. So we have already finished first part of the vectors. If you have not watched that, please do watch that particular session. Please do watch that after this particular session. Okay. So my dear friends, each and everything we will be talking about in detail, So I would want everybody of you to listen to me very carefully. See, and when it comes to the NEET, I say, whatever I teach you in this particular chapter, we say nothing is going to come out of that. That's for sure. And wherever the vectors are involved in any of the chapters in physics, you will be able to solve every single question. That is my guarantee. Because we teach from scratch and we take you to the level which you actually want, So my dear friends, let's get started. Okay. So I would want everybody of you to basically understand very, very, very carefully, very carefully. And we have a bit of the electricity issues today. So I'll switch off the two lights. You guys tell me in the chats if everything is perfectly visible to each and everyone. If everything is perfectly visible to each and everyone. Okay. Okay. Guys, tell me in the chats. Yes, the classes will be regular. That's for sure. Tell me in the chats if everything is perfectly visible. Okay. If everything is perfectly visible. Okay. So my dear friends, listen to me very, very, very carefully. Yes, I will be completing the whole chapter today. So guys, the first topic that we need to understand, today is we say components of vectors. I would want you guys to listen to me very, very, very carefully. What does the components of vectors actually say? Let's suppose, my dear friends, I have got a block over here. And I am saying there is a force F which is acting on this particular block. Guys, see. If I say I have got a block over here, you are applying the force on this block in the horizontal direction, in the forward direction. Don't you think that because of this force, this block will move in the forward direction only? Yes. Will the block go up? No. I can say effect of this force is only in the horizontal direction. And if I say I have got a block over here, and on this block force is acting in the vertical direction only. So will this block move forward or it will go vertically up? We say it will go vertically up only. So we say in this particular case, effect of this force is only in the vertical direction. Effect of this force is only in the horizontal direction. Effect of this force is only in the vertical direction. But if you apply the force something like this at an angle, we say In this particular case, the block will move forward as well as the block will move upward. So we say here, we say block we say the motion of the block will be something like this. It will move forward also, it will go up also, both at the same time. So we can say, in this particular case, we can say here, I'll write over here, we say here, the effect of force F. Here I say the effect of force F is in the horizontal direction as well as vertical direction. Is in the horizontal direction as well as we say vertical direction. We say in this particular case, effect of force will be horizontally also and vertically also. Now understand very carefully, my dear friends. We say if this is the force acting in this direction, I'm saying the simple thing over here, sir, this will be the effect of the force in we say horizontal direction, and I call this as Fx. F is the force, one of its effects in horizontal direction, or you can say one of its components in horizontal direction is Fx. And we say another component in vertical direction will be, sir, Fy. This is the effect of force in the vertical direction. This is the effect of force in the horizontal direction. Now, can I just write it something like this? So I can show you guys something like this. We say, can we parallel shift this particular vector? I have told you in the last class, we can parallel shift the vectors as long as you keep the direction and magnitude constant. So I'll parallel shift the vector, so I'll make it something like this. So we say this is F, so we say this will be in this case Fx, and this will be in this case, sir, Fy. I have basically shifted this over here. Now let's suppose, my dear friends, this angle is theta over here. Now from this particular triangle, can you please tell me what is the value of sine theta? I'll write from the triangle. So I'll say, what is the value of sine theta? Sir, sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is perpendicular over here? That is Fy divided by, what is hypotenuse over here? That is F. Now here, if you multiply this over here, so Fy will come out to be, that is F sine of theta. Fy will come out to be F sine of theta. And if I say in the same triangle, I can find the value of cos theta also. So cos theta will be simply, that is base upon hypotenuse. Base in this particular case is, we say, sir, that is Fx divided by hypotenuse, in this case is F. Now if you multiply over here, Fx will come out to be, that is F cos of theta. So this is the vertical component in this particular case, and this is the horizontal component in this particular case. So my dear friends, from now onwards, let's suppose if you have got any vector over here, I say, let's suppose this is the vector A. We said this vector has the horizontal component, this vector has got the vertical component. This horizontal component will be simply, that is Ax, and this vertical component will be simply, that is Ay. And what is the value of Ax over here? We say, sir, Ax is, guys, understand very carefully. If I say this angle is theta, then you take this as A cos of theta. Then you have to take this as cos component. Because from the triangle itself, we say this angle is theta, then we say Fx will be F cos of theta. And Fy will be F sine of theta. And my dear friends, we say it will be A cos theta. And if I say Ay is, we say, sir, that will be A sine of theta as it is. Now, let's suppose if I say, my dear friends, let's suppose if I say the vector is something like this. This is A, and here this is its a y component, and this is its, we say, sir, x component. Okay, so this horizontal component. But in this particular case, this angle is given as theta. This angle is given as theta. So if this is the angle which is given as theta, in this particular case, you can simply say that a y in this case will be, that is a cos of theta, and this ax in this case will be, that is simply a sine of theta. A sine of theta. Guys, is this clear? It depends upon the theta. If you are taking this as theta, then I will say, okay, so if you are taking this as theta, then this will be the cos component and this another one will be the sine component. Guys, is this clear? Let me know in the chats. I would want everybody of you to tell me in the chats if everything is crystalline clear. Everyone means everyone. Guys, tell me in the chats. Quickly in the chats, guys. Is everything crystalline clear? Let me know. Simply remember, if I say this is theta, take this as cos component, take this as sine component. Because see, if you are taking this as theta, then you have to take this triangle. From this triangle, this component will become cos and another will come as sine. That's the reason. Simply remember. Okay, great. Absolutely great. Let's move on to, okay, this is, we are done. Okay, cool. One more thing I would want to tell you in this particular case. One more thing I just want to tell you in this particular case. What is that? Guys, see. Can I say, sir, this vector A is the combination of this horizontal component and vertical component. I can say this vector A is simply we say this vector plus this vector, because if we resolve this vector in two components, horizontal and vertical, or if we add horizontal and vertical, it will give us the vector A itself. So can I say A vector will be simply, understand very carefully. We say it is AX into I cap. Sir, why did I mention I cap over here? Because this AX is in the X direction. If there is a vector in X direction, we write I cap with it. Why? Because I cap tells us the direction of the vector. Because I cap tells us that particular vector is along X axis. That's why I mentioned I cap over here. Then we say plus. And when it comes to AJ is that vector which is along Y direction. AY is that vector which is along Y direction. So we write J cap over here. J cap gives us the direction of that vector which is along Y axis. So that's the reason over here. I have mentioned it something like this. So can I write it something like this, sir? This is A vector will be simply, instead of AX, I can write this is A cos of theta into I cap plus, and I can write this is A sine of theta into J cap. You can keep it something like this also. Cool? Yes, cool. Now, if somebody asks you, let me put up this in the box first. Now, let's suppose, my dear friends, if somebody asks you what is the magnitude of this vector, I'll write magnitude of vector A. How do we find the magnitude? As I have told you in the last class itself, if we have to find the magnitude of A, we simply say it will be under root of this vector square plus this vector square, plus this vector square. So I can write over here, this will be a cos of theta its whole square plus, and it will be simply that is a sine of theta its whole square. It will be its whole square. Okay. Guys, is this crystalline clear to each and every single student? Let me know in the chats. Everybody out there. Everybody out there. Now, this square is for a also, this square is for cos also. So we can say it's something like this. So this will be a square cos square of theta plus a square, we say sine square of theta. Yes. Now, we can take this a square as common. Guys, understand very carefully. We can take this a square as common, and then it will be cos square of theta plus, we say sine square of theta. Sine square of theta. Cos square of theta plus sine square of theta is 1. So I can write this will come out to be that is under root of a square. This and this will cancel. So it will come out to be a. So I can write magnitude of a, magnitude of this vector a will come out to be simply a. As simple as that. If you find the magnitude of these two, resultant of these two, obviously that has to come to a only. Because if you resolve a, you will get ax and ay. And if you join ax and ay, you will get a only. Tell me in the chat, says everybody, are you guys clear? Let me know in the chats if everything is crystalline clear, guys. And if you have not liked the session, and I would want you guys to hit the like button as soon as possible. Guys, liking the session is extremely mandatory. Okay? Okay. Great. Next. Done with this one. Okay. One more thing I just want to tell you over here. What is that? See, guys, I told you if I have got a vector A, it can be resolved into, we say, sir, ax. It can be resolved into, we say, sir, ay. Now, if you shift this ay over here, guys, understand very carefully. This is the theta. This is the angle theta. Can you tell me from this particular triangle, what is the value of tan theta? Sir, tan theta is perpendicular divided by base. That is ay divided by ax. So I want you guys to keep this also in your mind. That's tan theta is ay divided by ax. If somebody asks you to find the value of this theta, if you know ay, if you know ax, then divide them and you'll get the value of tan theta. Cool. This is done. Okay. Now we have got a question which is on the screen, and you guys are supposed to tell me in this particular case, find Vx and Vy. Find Vx and Vy. In this particular case, you guys are supposed to tell me the horizontal component and the vertical component. The horizontal component and the vertical component. Guys, see. Let me just tell you, in this particular case, we have got a velocity of 50 meters per second. We have to find, we say if this is theta, so this will be simply that is we say, sir, v cos of theta. And this component will be simply that is v sine of theta. So we have to find the value of v cos of theta. We have to find the value of v sine theta. That's it. Now, before this, I would want you guys to understand one thing. Let's suppose if we have got a triangle and its angle is 37 degrees. From now onwards, you'll remember it as it is. If we have got a triangle and its angle is, let's suppose, 53 degrees. This triangle has got this angle as 37. This triangle has got this angle as 53 degrees. Now, guys, I say, if this and this is what we call the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse in both the cases will be same. Directly remember, this is called the 37 degree triangle. This is called 53 degree triangle. In this 37 degree triangle, hypotenuse is 5. In this 53 degree triangle, we say hypotenuse is also 5. But here, in front of the smaller angle, you have got smaller side, that is 3. In front of the bigger side, you have got bigger side, that is 4. And this will be 3 here, this will be 4. Guys, when it comes to 37 and 53 degree triangles, in this we say the 3 sides will be 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Now, this side will be 5 in both. This side will be 5 in both. But this side in case of 37 will be 3 and base will be 4. This side perpendicular in case of 53 will be 4 and base will be 3. In front of the bigger angle, you have got bigger side. In front of the smaller angle, you have got smaller side. Now, from this triangle, if somebody asks you, what is the value of sine of 37? You say, sir, that is 3 by 5, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is the value of cos 37? Sir, that is 4 by 5. That is, we say, sir, base by hypotenuse. Now, tell me, this is v cos of theta, this is v sine of theta. Now, if I say v cos theta and theta is 37 over here, I'll write this is 37. And this will be also 37. So, this is also, that is 37. Now, if I find the value in this particular case, I can write over here v sine of 37. So, Vx is equal to, v cos of 37. So, that will be v. What is the value of v? That is, sir, 50. And what is the value of cos 37? So, I can clearly say from this particular triangle, cos of 37 will be how much? Cos of 37 will be how much? That is base by hypotenuse, that is 4 divided by 5. So, you can write over here that is 4 by 5. Okay. So, 5 ones are 5 tens are 10 into 4 is, we say, sir, 40. 40 meter per second will be v cos theta. And if I just write that is Vy will be simply that is v sine of 37 degrees. So, what is the value of v? Value of v in this case is, we say, sir, 50 and sine of 37. From this triangle, sine 37 will be 3 by 5. So, that will be 3 divided by 5. So, 5 ones are, 5 tens are. So, this will be 10 into 3 is, we say, sir, 30 meter per. Guys, is this clear? Is this clear? Tell me in the chats. I would want you guys to tell me in the chats if this is crystal and clear to each and every single student. Guys, tell me in the chats. Tell me in the chats. Is this clear? Everyone. Tell me, guys. Great. If you have not liked the session, and I would want you guys to like the session as soon as possible. Liking the session is extremely mandatory. Now, guys, can you find the value of this? Here. In this particular case, you guys are supposed to tell me value of fx and fy. Can I say this will be the horizontal component, that is fx, and this will be the vertical component, that is fy? And what will be the value of fx in this particular case? Sir, here this angle is given as theta. So, obviously, this will be, that is f, we say, sir, cos of theta. So, if angle is from this side, then this will be the cos component. And this will be the sine component, and this will be f, we say, sir, sine of theta. F sine of theta. And what is the value of theta over here? That is 30 degrees. So, I can say in this particular case, fx is simply that is 20 cos of, because f is 20 cos of 30 degrees, And if we talk about fy over here, that will be 20 sine of 30 degrees. Now, put the value of cos 30, put the value of sine 30, and you will get the answer in this particular case. Is this clear? Okay. So, furthermore, we can write over here that is 20 cos 30 is, we say, sir, that is root 3 by 2. 2 ones are, 2 tens are. So, this will come out to be that is 10 root 3. And when it comes to this, so sine 30 is, I guess that is 1 by 2. So this will come out to be, that is 10 itself. That is 10 itself. Okay. Is that clear? Yes, yes, yes. Next. Next, we need to talk about the rectangular components. Rectangular components. Sir, what does rectangular components actually mean? Guys, see. If I, let's suppose, say, I have got a vector over here. Okay. I have got a vector over here. We can resolve this vector in two components. One is fx and another is, we say, sir, that is fy. Fx and fy. We can resolve the vector in two components, fx and fy. But here, this entire scenario is going on in two dimensions only. See. We said this board is a two-dimensional figure over here. If I make something like this x, this is y. So we said this is a two-dimension. So fx, fy. Now, if I say, guys, let's suppose this is, I say, x-axis, this is, I say, y-axis, and if I make this as z-axis, it is something like this. We have got x-axis, we have got y-axis, and we have got z-axis. Z-axis is coming towards you guys. So this is what we call the three dimensions. Here, this vector is only in two dimensions, that is x and y. If I say there is a vector something like this vector is in x and y plane, only in two dimensions. If I say there is a vector something like this is only in, we say, sir, x and z plane. But if I make a vector something like this is x-axis, z-axis and y-axis. If I make the vector something like this, it is moving in x, it is going up also, see, it is moving forward also, it is going up also, and it is coming out also. We say it is moving in three dimensions. So we say, my guys, understand very carefully. I say, let's suppose I have got a vector something like this. We say it is moving in x-axis. This is x and this is y. Here, value of x is, let's suppose, 1. Value of y is 1. Value of x is 2. Value of y is 2. It is only moving in x and y. But when it comes to the three dimensions, x, z, and y. Okay. Now, if a vector goes something like this, it is going forward also. It is going up also in y. It is going out also in z. Guys, please tell me in the chats, is this clear? Please tell me in the chats, is this clear? More feel you will get it with this particular figure over here in this rectangle. And not in this, we say in this cuboid, something like that. Guys, tell me in the chats. Please tell me in the chats if you are getting this crystalline clear. Now see. Great. See, let's suppose I have got this is the x-axis. And first I make the cube over here. This is the x-axis I have got. This is the y-axis and this is the z-axis. Okay? Yes. X, y and z. Now there is an vector which is something like this. This is the vector over here. This is the vector over here. That is vector A. This is the vector A over here. And I am saying that this vector A is making angle alpha with the x-axis. This vector A is making angle alpha with the x-axis. And this vector A is making the angle beta with the y-axis. And this vector A is making, we say, gamma angle with the z-axis. Guys, listen. X-axis, z-axis, y-axis. If I say there is a vector which is going something like this, we say with the x-axis, this is x-axis, This is the vector. With the x-axis, it is making the angle alpha. With the x-axis, it is making the angle alpha. This is y, and this is vector. With the y-axis, it is making the angle beta. And then we have z-axis. With the z-axis, this is making the angle gamma. Okay? Yes, yes. Now, if I say I have got a vector over here, if I say I have got a vector over here, that is A. If I say I have got a vector over here, that is A. And this vector is making theta angle with this axis. Can I say this will be A cos of theta, as simple as that? Yes, this will be A cos of theta. This will be A cos of theta. Okay. Now, if I say, let's suppose I have got a vector, let's suppose B over here. And it is making the angle, let's suppose theta with we say this axis. Can I say this will be its, we say, sir, B cos of theta, this will be its cos component? 110%, sir. Now, in the same manner, we are saying over here, if this vector is making the angle alpha with the x-axis, if this vector is making the angle alpha with the x-axis, okay, if this vector is making the angle alpha with the x-axis, and if I say this vector is making the angle beta with the y-axis, if this vector is making angle alpha with the x-axis, can I not say this component will be A cos of alpha for this vector? Yes. Can I not say if now forget about this angle and this vector. Now if I say there is a vector, it is making the angle beta with the y-axis. So can I not say this component will be A cos of beta for this vector? See, I am saying separately, guys, separately. If I say forget about this vector, this angle and this y-axis and this one. If I say there is a vector, it is making the angle alpha with the x-axis. We say this component will be A cos of alpha. And now forget about this. If there is a vector, it is making the angle beta with the y-axis. We say this angle will be A cos of beta. And then if I say there is a vector, it is making the angle gamma with the z-axis. We say in that particular case, we say this will be A cos of gamma. Now, all of these I have mentioned over here. AX is A cos of alpha. This horizontal component. This one. This is what we call the AX. AX is equal to A cos of alpha. Now, can I say this vertically upwards? This is AY. AY is equal to A cos of beta. I'll write over here. That is AX is equal to A cos of alpha. And I can say from here, sir, cos of alpha will be simply that is AX divided by A. And I can say over here, sir, A by means this vertically upward component will be simply that is A cos of beta. And here I can write this cos of beta will be simply that is AY divided by A. And then the last one, that is this is the Z component. So I can say this will be AZ will be simply that is A cos of gamma. And I can say over here, this cos of gamma will be simply that is AZ divided by A. And this cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, in case of this 3D, we say these are what we call the cosine angles. These are what we call the cosine angles. They might ask you to find the value of this one. These are what we call the cosine angle. Okay. Guys, is this clear? Please tell me in the chats. Okay. Tell me in the chats, guys. Is this crystalline clear? Everyone, let me know in the chats if it is crystalline clear. Guys, hit the like button if you have not liked the session yet. Everyone means everyone. Great, 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 great. I hope you guys are loving the session. I hope you guys are loving the session. So these are what we call the cosine angles. You guys have to remember these. And here, like we say, cos square sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 in case of over there in trigonometry in 2D. But here, you have to remember this formula also, this formula also. We don't have to derive these. Just remember cos square of alpha plus cos square of beta plus cos square of gamma. This cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1 over here. And sine square alpha plus sine square beta is equal to plus sine square gamma is equal to 2 over here. Just remember these two as it is. We won't be using these anywhere, but still you can mention this these two equations in your notebook. Now there is a question we have got on the screen. We need to solve this particular question and it will give us the idea of this particular topic that we studied. We have got a vector over here in this particular case. What is the vector? Vector is given as A is equal to, I say, it is 2i cap plus, I say 3j cap, 2i cap plus 3j cap minus we say k cap. 2i cap plus 3j cap minus we say k cap. Okay. Find the angle of that vector A it makes with the y-axis. We have to find how much angle it is making with the y-axis. Guys, see, if I say I have got a vector A is equal to 3i cap plus 4j cap, means this vector is along, it is in y direction as well as in x direction, because I cap is mentioned, j cap is mentioned. So means it will be something like this. So that's the reason it is in moving in x as well as moving in y. Okay. So because I and j is mentioned. But when you have k also mentioned, means this vector is in the 3D. Means the vector is in the 3D. Because here it is in x. I cap says that the vector is in x direction. J cap says that vector is in y direction. K cap says that the vector is in the z direction. Okay. Now guys, we say we have to see in this particular case how much angle it is making with the y-axis. Guys, see. It is like this. You have got a vector. We say how much angle it is making with the y-axis, that is beta angle generally. And what is the value of that cos beta? Sir, cos beta is ay divided by a. We say same formula I will be using over here. We say we say cos of beta is equal to ay divided by a. Cos beta is ay divided by a. Now what is the value of ay? Guys, see. This 2, this is the x component of the vector. This is ax. This 3, this is the y component. This 1 into k, this is the z component. So I can say here, we say ay is equal to, I'll say simply that is 3. And ax in this case is, we say simply that is 2. Now, what is this a? A is basically the magnitude of a. And how do we find the magnitude of a vector? We say that will be under root of this square, that is 2 square, plus this square, that is 3 square, plus that is we have got minus 1 square. Now I can write over here 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13, 13 plus 1 is, we say sir 14, so it will come out to be root 14. So we got it as root 14. Now can I write over here cos of beta in this particular case will be simply that is ay. What is the value of ay? That is 3 upon. And what is the value of a? What is the value of a? Value of a in this particular case is, we say sir, root 14. And beta simply will be that is cos inverse of We say, sir, 3 divided by a root 14. This is how you find the answer in these particular questions. Guys, is this clear? Is this clear? Next question. Next question. On the same topic. Next question on the same topic. A vector is given by A is equal to 3i cap plus 4j cap plus 5k cap. We have got a vector. A vector is given as, that is 3i cap plus, we say 4j cap plus, we say 5k cap. 3i plus 4j plus 5k. Find the magnitude of A. First, they are asking us to find the magnitude of A. I say magnitude of A will be simply under root of, that will be this 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square. I have told you in the last class, how do we find the magnitude of a vector? Take this square, its square and its square. Okay. Now tell me how much this will come out to be. Okay. Now, once you get the magnitude, then further it says that 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. Now, my dear friends, afterwards it says that unit vector along A and find the magnitude of A, unit vector along A and angles made by A with the coordinate axis. Means in this particular case, they are simply asking us to find the value of cos alpha, find the value of cos beta and find the value of cos gamma. Can you guys tell me what is the value of this one? Everybody out there. See, guys, if you solve this, it will simply come out to be this square plus this square, 9 plus 16 plus 25. If you add them and afterwards it will come out to be 5 root 2. So mod of A in this particular case is coming out to be, we say, sir, 5 root 2. Now, so first they are given the vector. Find the magnitude of the vector A. That's what we got. Then they says the unit vector along A. Now see. Can I write over here? We say unit vector along A. How do we find the unit vector? If you remember the last class, we say unit vector is simply that vector divided by magnitude of that vector. If you remember, how do we find the unit vector? If we have got a vector over here, if we have to find its unit vector, how do we find that? Take that vector and divide it with its magnitude and divide it with the magnitude. Now, I can write over here, this will be A vector is equal to. What is the vector in this particular case? That is over here, that is 3i cap plus, I say 4j cap plus, we say 5k cap. This is the vector. And then we say divide by mod of A. Mod of A recently got as that is 5 root 2. So this will be the unit vector in this particular case. Now, angles made by A, angles made by this vector A with the x-axis, I'll write over here. Now we have to find, I'll write angles made by A vector with we say x, y and z axis. Angles made by vector A with x, y and z axis. Guys, how do we find that? This one. Cos alpha is equal to ax by A. This is the angle made by the vector with the x-axis. See. This is the angle made by the vector with x-axis. This is the angle made by the vector with y-axis. This is the angle made by the vector with the z-axis. Cos alpha, cos beta and cos gamma. So I can write over here. First, cos of alpha will be simply. So what is the value of cos alpha? That is ax divided by, we say, mod of A. Now, in this particular triangle, could you please tell me what is the value of ax? That is 3. So I can write over here that is 3 divided by, what is mod of A? That is 5 root 2. And simply, if we find the value of cos of beta, that will be simply that is AY divided by A. And what is the value of AY? AY is 4. So 4 divided by 5 root 2. And simply if we find cos of gamma, so that will be cos of gamma will be simply that is AZ divided by A. So what is the value of AZ? Value of AZ in this case is 5 divided by value of A is, we say sir, that will be 5 root 2. Okay, 5 will cancel, that will be 1 by root 2. Guys, is this clear? Please tell me in the chats. Please tell me in the chats if everything is crystal and clear. Let me know in the chats if everything is crystal and clear. Let me know in the chats. Okay. Great, 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 great. Guys, hit the like button if you have not liked the session yet, because that is mandatory, extremely mandatory. Okay, done, 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 done. This is done. Okay, basic properties of vectors. Multiplication of a vector with a scalar. Let's suppose I say, if we have got, if a vector is equal to 4 I cap. If there is a vector, its value is 4 I cap. I say multiply a vector with 3. I say multiply a vector with 3. So I can simply write that is 3 into a vector, that will give. Now 3 into 4 will come out to be that is 12 I cap. So if you multiply something, like we say, if you multiply a scalar to a vector, in that particular case we say magnitude of the vector will change. See, previously it was 4, now it is, we say sir, 12. We say magnitude of the vector will change, but direction remains same. Sir, it is here I cap, here also it was I cap. So I can mention over here, we say in this case we say magnitude of the vector will change, but direction remains the same. In this case, magnitude of the vector will change, but the direction remains the same over here. But the direction remains the same in this particular case. Okay? That's what we call the multiplication of a vector with a scalar. Multiplication of a vector with a scalar. Okay? And addition of vector with a scalar. Addition of vector with a scalar. So it is not possible. Okay? Like if you have got 5 Newton force, 5 Newton plus 4 kg, kg is mass. So we say it is not possible. So you cannot add a scalar to a vector over here. This 5 Newton plus 4 kg over here. Next, addition of two vectors. Addition of two vectors. See guys. Let's suppose you have got a vector f1 over here. You have got a vector f2 over here. So if I simply say f1 vector plus, I can write over here f2 vector. That will be 3i cap plus, we say sir this is 4j cap. 3i cap plus, sorry, 3i cap plus 4i cap. 4i cap. Now 3i plus 4i, that will be simply, that is 7i cap. You can exactly do it. There is no problem in this particular case. There is no problem in this particular case. Even if you have got, let me take one more example. If you have got f1 is equal to, we say 3i cap plus 4j cap, okay, and plus 5k cap, and if you have got f2 is equal to 4i cap plus 2j cap plus 7k cap, okay. Now if they ask you to find what is the value of, f1 plus f2, what is the value of f1 plus f2, what will you simply say in this particular case? I want you guys to understand. See, this plus this, you will simply say, you will add this vector with this one, I cap with I cap, j cap with j cap. Now 3 plus 4 in this case is, we say sir, that is 7i cap, plus we say 4 plus 2 is, we say sir, 6j cap, then plus 7 plus 5 is, we say sir, 12k cap. This will come out to be the value of f1 plus f2 in this particular case. Guys, tell me in the chats, is this clear? Tell me in the chats, is this clear? Everyone means everyone. Give me the signal in the chats if it is crystalline clear to each and every single student. If it is crystalline clear to each and every single student. Okay. Great. Now guys, see, triangle law of addition of two vectors. Okay. Now my dear friends, there is a law which is actually used to add the two vectors, and that's the first law we are going to talk about over here. That's what we call the triangle law. Like if I say I have got a vector over here, that is vector A, and if I say I have got a vector over here, that is vector B. Okay, sir, you have to add these two vectors. How can you add these two vectors? And that is done, we say, with the help of the triangle law. That is done with the help of the triangle law of two vectors. Now see, what does this law actually say? First, let me read out the statement over here. It states that if two vectors acting on a particle A and B, let's suppose this is A and this is B, at the same time are represented with magnitude and direction. This is having the magnitude, this is having the direction. This has the magnitude, this has the direction. By the two sides of the triangle, I say these are represented by the two sides. Let me directly show you over here. See guys. If you have got a vector A over here, if you have got a vector B over here, and they are asking you to add these two vectors and find their resultant, find their net value, find their resultant or find their net value. How we are supposed to do this? Guys, see. I say, if we have got this vector A, if we have got this vector B, I say simply, the first thing you guys are supposed to do is do the parallel shifting of the vectors. If this is the vector A over here, take this vector and place it over here. Okay, here direction of vector A is forward and magnitude is, let's suppose, this much. And here direction of vector A is forward and magnitude is this much. We say here it is same, so we can do it. and take this vector b from this point and place it over here, place it over here. So I am simply doing the parallel shifting of the vectors. This vector I placed here, this vector I placed over here. Okay, connected something like this. See, the direction of this vector is upward over here, something like this. Here also it will be same. Now, one thing. Don't you think that these two represent the two sides of the triangle? 110%. And then you make this a proper triangle. You complete this triangle with the third side. So this will be basically the third side, and this third side represents the resultant of these two vectors. So what I am trying to say in this particular case is, let's suppose I have got a vector A over here. I have got a vector A over here, and I have to add this vector with the vector B. The direction of this vector B is something like this. So what I'll do in this particular case, is, see, I'll take this vector, I'll place it over here. I'll take this vector and I'll place it over here. And then I'll take this vector, I'll place it something like this, Now, don't you think that these two vectors represent the two sides of the triangle? They make two sides of the triangle 100%. Now, connect these two with the third side, and this third side will represent the third side. This third side will represent the resultant of this one and this one. So this is what we call the triangle of the vector addition. It states that if two vectors acting on a particle at the same time are represented with the magnitude and direction by the two sides of a triangle taken in the same order, then their sum or resultant is represented in magnitude and direction by the third side of the triangle taken in the opposite order. Sir, this one and this one, this is the order of this one and this one. But if you check, see, if I say, sir, this is the order, this is the order, this is the order, this is the same order. But if you take a vector, this is the opposite. This vector is opposite to this particular order over here. Guys, is this clear? Please tell me in the chats. Is this clear? Please tell me in the chats. Is this clear? I would want you guys to tell me in the chats. Is this clear? Everyone means everyone. If this is crystalline clear to each and everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me know in the chats. Let me know in the chats. So I hope we are done with the triangle of vectors. Now. Let's take a look at this particular figure that we have got over here. I would want you guys to understand this particular figure. See, I have got over here, this is the vector A. See guys, I have got over here, this is the vector A. Okay, this is the vector A. And I have got over here, this is the vector B. This is the vector B. Yes, this is the vector B. And I'll have to add this vector and this vector, or you can make it something like this also. I have got a vector A and I have got the vector B. Now I have to add this vector A and this vector B. I have to add these two vectors, vector A and vector B. And let's suppose angle between A and B is, we say, sir, theta. Now guys, what is the method by which we can add these two vectors, sir? We know the triangle of vector addition. Now what is the first thing? Do the parallel shifting. Take this vector from here and place it over here. We say this is the vector B. Guys, understand very carefully. This vector A, and I am parallel shifting the vector B over here. Now this is A vector, this is B vector. This is A vector and this is B vector. Now, if I have to find the resultant, don't you think that I'll join this with the third side, and this, see this triangle, this third side will give me the resultant of A and B. It will give me the resultant of A and B. This is A, this is B, this is A, this is B, and this will be R. Now guys, see. In this particular case, could you please tell me, if this is the angle theta, angle between B and A, if I extend this A, don't you think that this will be also angle theta? Yes. This is theta, this will be theta. Now, if this is B, this is theta, can I not say this will be the component of B? That will be B cos of theta. 110% correct. And can I not say this will be the resultant of B? This will be the component of B. That will be B, we say, sir, sine of theta. That will be B sine of theta. This component is B cos theta. This component is B sine theta. Same is mentioned exactly over here. If this is a vector B, we say this will be, I can say over here, B cos of theta, because this angle will be also theta. If this is theta, this will be theta. And this component of B will be B sine of theta. B sine of theta. This will be B sine theta. Now I'll erase this figure. This will be B cos theta. This will be B sine theta. Okay. Yes. Now guys, understand one thing very carefully. Let's call this point as X. Let's call this point as Y, and let's call this point as Z. Now, see. I say, guys, from now onwards, if somebody asks you, I have to add the two vectors with the help of a triangle law, what will you say? Sir, take the two vectors and make them the sides of the two sides of a triangle. Then the third side will give you the resultant. And we say, I'll write over here, in case of a resultant, in case of a triangle law, we say resultant is given by the third side. Okay, so I can say that resultant will be simply vector A plus, we say, sir, vector B. And guys, I would want you guys to look at me at this particular point. This is vector A plus vector B, and I can say this will be under root of. That is, this will be under root of, we say, A square plus B square plus 2AB, we say, sir, cos of theta. 2AB, we say, sir, cos of theta. A square plus B square plus 2AB, we say, sir, cos of theta. This will be the resultant in what case? In case of, we say, if you have got the two vectors and if you have to find their resultant. Guys, please tell me in the chats. Please tell me in the chats if everything is clear. We say this is A square. What is this A square? This is magnitude of A square. Magnitude of B square. 2AB cos theta, where theta is the angle between. I say where theta is the angle between, we say, A and B. Where theta is the angle between A and B. Guys. So what I just said, if you have got a vector A, if you have got vector B, we say resultant will be given by the third vector, and value of this resultant will be mod of A square, mod of B square plus 2AB cos of theta. That's it. Sir, how does this come? Please give me 5 seconds. Now come over here. From this, I have cleared this particular figure. Yes. Now guys, we say this is the theta. Theta is the angle between A vector and B vector. And this is the angle between. Guys, see. If you have got A vector, if you have got B vector, resultant in this case is R vector. And if somebody asks you what is the value of this resultant, that will be under root of, we say, magnitude of this result. We say, sir, that will be under root of A square plus, we say, sir, B square plus 2AB, we say, sir, cos of theta. 2AB cos of theta. This will be the resultant. Okay, this will be the resultant. Now if somebody asks you this angle, now between, angle between, we say resultant and a vector. Angle between this a vector and this resultant, we say, sir, that is alpha, And if somebody asks you to find the value of this alpha, how can you find? Take this triangle. I say from the triangle x, y, and z. From the triangle x, y, and z. So I can say tan of alpha from this triangle, tan of alpha is perpendicular by base. What is the value of perpendicular over here? Perpendicular in this case is, we say, sir, that is b sine of theta upon. And what is the value of base over here? That is a plus b cos theta. That is a plus, we say, b cos of theta. So this will be the value of tan theta in this particular case. A plus b cos theta. And now the question is, how does this resultant actually come? Let me show you. I'll write over here proof for the resultant. Let me give you the proof for this particular resultant. Guys, from this triangle, I say from the triangle, I'll write x, y, and z. From the triangle x, y, and z, we say use PGT, that is Pythagoras theorem. What does that say? That say base square plus perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square. That says hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. This is what is PGT is. Now, what is hypotenuse over here? We say, sir, hypotenuse in this case is r, so it will be r square is equal to. What is base in this triangle? That is a plus b cos theta. So we'll write a plus b cos of theta. And since it is square, so it will be a square plus b square cos square of theta. Okay. Or initially you write it something like this. Don't write, because I have to open it. So this will be simply, that is a plus b cos of theta. Sorry, I made a mistake previously. I have to write it something like this. And then we say plus, because this whole is a base over here. That's why whole square plus perpendicular square. So what is perpendicular over here? That is b sine of theta and its whole square. B sine of theta, its whole square. Now I can say this is a square plus b square plus 2ab, because it's a plus b whole square. Okay. Now I can write this as r square is equal to. Guys, open this. So we say a square. This will be a square. This is a plus b whole square. Now instead of b over here, you have got b cos theta. So a square plus, we say this is b square. And then we say cos square of theta. A square plus b square plus 2ab. That is 2ab cos theta. Okay. Then we say plus. Here it will be b square sine square of theta. It will be b square and then we say sine square of theta. B square plus sine square of theta. I hope this is visible to each and every single student. Now guys, from this one, what can we take common? See, this is b square sine square theta. This is b square cos square theta. Take this b square common over here. So I can write on the next page, we say this r square is equal to a square plus, I'll write this as a square plus, and then I can take this is b square, and I'll write over here this is cos square of theta plus, I'll write sine square of theta. Cos square of theta plus sine square of theta. Okay. Then cos square of theta plus sine square of theta. Then 2ab cos theta. Then I'll write over here plus 2ab and then we say cos of theta. Now cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So I'll write this r square will be simply that is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and we say cos of theta. And this r will be simply that is under root of, we say a square plus b square plus 2ab, and we say cos of theta. Guys, is this clear? Please tell me in the chats, give me the signal. I would need the signal from you. Is this clear? Notes will be shared in the Telegram channel, guys. Is this clear, guys? Everyone means everyone. And if you have not liked the session, I would want you guys to like the session as soon as possible. Now, guys, we are done with the triangle of vectors. Okay. So, triangle law simply says that it helps us to add the two vectors. Triangle law simply helps us to add the two vectors. Okay. And resultant of the two vectors is r is equal to a under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and this angle tan of alpha will be simply that is b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. There is a question you have got over here. Two vectors of magnitude 4 Newton and 6 Newton are acting at an angle of 60 degree. Then find magnitude of the resultant of the two vectors, angle between the resultant vector and 4 Newton, angle between the resultant and 6 Newton. Okay. Guys, come on. Tell me what is the answer for this particular question. What is the answer for this particular question? You are given, we say, sir, A is equal to that is 4 Newton. We say B is equal to that is 6 Newton. And you guys are supposed to find the value of resultant. Resultant will be under root of, we say A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of 60 over here. Because angle is given as 60 in this particular case. Okay. Now put the value of A, put the value of B, and then solve it. Simply then you can find the angle between this and this also. This is your homework that I am giving you in this particular case. I would want you guys to basically find it later on. Now let's move on to the subtraction of two vectors. Let's move on to the subtraction of two vectors. Guys, solve that question later on at your home. Okay. Now let's move on to the subtraction of two vectors. See guys. Let's suppose I have got a vector over here that is A. Okay. And I have got a vector over here that is B. I have got vector A and I have got vector B over here. And my dear friends, in this particular case, understand very carefully, this is vector A and this is vector B. If I say angle between these two is theta, and you have to find the resultant of these two vectors, how will you find it? You'll take a line something like this. This will be the resultant. Sir, how did you actually find this resultant? It is like, take this vector A over here and take this vector B over here, and this resultant is given by the third side. Okay, it's simply, you keep the vector here or you keep the vector here, it's one and the same thing, So resultant will be this one. Okay, and the value of this resultant is simply that is A plus B. That is A vector plus B vector. The value of this resultant will be simply A vector plus B vector. Now, what if I tell you in this particular case, if you have got a vector over here, so this is B, and I am saying take a vector which is exactly opposite to this B. Magnitude is same, but the direction is exactly opposite. Don't you think that we call this as the negative vector? We call this as negative of B. If this is B, if you take a vector which is exactly like this vector, but the direction is opposite, so we say that will be the negative of B vector over here. So I can say this is the B vector over here, but negative. Yes, 100%. Now guys, see, this angle between A and B is theta. Now, if I ask you to tell me, here, I say, let's find the resultant. Let's find the resultant of, we say, A vector and minus B vector. Let's find the resultant of A vector and minus B vector. Don't you think that their resultant will be something like this, and this will be R dash? This is the resultant of A vector and minus B vector, and that is R dash. And what is R? R is, we say, A plus B, and this R dash will be simply, that is this A vector. Okay, then we say plus, and we have got this minus B vector. Now, can I just write this will be simply, that is A vector minus B vector. So this is what we call the subtraction of two vectors. That is A vector minus B vector. Here this is A vector plus B vector. Now guys, what is the value of this one? How do we find? See. Guys, if this is the angle theta, how much will be the angle between A vector and minus B vector? How much will be the angle between A vector and minus B vector? See, I say, how much is this total angle? How much is this total angle? Sir, this is 180 degrees. And how much is this? This is theta. So if we say 180 minus theta, we'll get this vector. We'll get this angle. So that will be, so we can say this angle will be simply, that is 180 minus theta. I can simply say this will be 180 minus theta. This will be 180 minus theta. Now, can I write, sir, how do we find the resultant? That is, we say, sir, under root of, we say, A square, we say that is A square, plus we say B square, plus 2AB, we say cos of that angle which is between A vector and minus B vector, that is 180 minus theta. Here I'll write this is 180 minus theta. Cos of 180 minus theta. Now, cos of 180 minus theta is how much? Minus cos theta. So I can write over here, this will be, that is A square plus B square minus, because this is minus cos theta, minus 2AB, and then we say cos of theta, minus 2AB, we say cos of theta. So this will be the resultant. In this particular case. Okay. And here, if somebody asks you to find the value of this, let's suppose this is alpha, angle between A vector and resultant vector, here I'll write angle between, I say resultant, that is R dash vector, and we say, sir, A vector. We say, sir, is alpha. I call this angle as alpha, is alpha. Now, I can say, what was the value of tan alpha over here? Sir, it was B sine theta upon A minus B cos, A plus B cos theta. But here, we say, this is B sine theta upon A minus B cos theta. But in this particular case, don't you think that as we know, we say tan of alpha is simply that is b sine of theta, b sine theta upon a plus b cos of theta. But what is the value of theta over here? Value of theta in this particular case is 180 degrees. So I can say if the value of theta in this particular case is 180 degrees, so 180 minus theta. So I'll write over here this is 180 minus theta, and this will be also 180 minus theta. This is also 180 minus theta. I hope this is visible. 180 minus theta and 180 minus theta. Okay. Just a second. I'll this is 180 minus theta and this is 180 minus theta. Okay. Yes. Now, in this particular case, I can say this tan of alpha will be sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. So this will be b sine of theta upon cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So this will be a minus b cos of theta. So I would want you guys to keep this in your mind. I would want you guys to keep this in your mind. Okay, yes, this is also important. This one and this one over here. I hope this is crystal and clear to each and every single student. I hope this is crystal and clear to each and every single student. Okay, next we have this one. See guys, find the subtraction of two vectors a and b as shown in the figure. You have got a vector a, you have got a vector b. Angle between these two vectors is cos of 60. And what you are supposed to find here, we are supposed to find r vector is equal to, we say a vector minus, we say sir, b vector. A vector minus b vector. Simply the subtraction of two vectors. Now, how do we find the subtraction of two vectors? We say, sir, this will be simply that is under root of, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab, and then we say cos of theta. This is the formula that we use in order to find, we say the subtraction of two vectors, the subtraction of two vectors. Okay. Okay. Now put the values over here. So we say, sir, r will be simply that is under root of, what is the value of a? That is, we say, sir, 4 square plus, what is the value of b? That is, we say, sir, 3 square minus 2 into 4 ab into 3, and then we say cos of, what is the angle between the two vectors? That is given as 60 degrees. So we say this will be under root of 37. If you solve it, this will come out to be under root of 37. Okay. Okay. Also find the direction of the subtraction. Also find the direction of subtraction vector. Okay. See. If I say this is a, this is b, don't you think that this will be in this particular case, this will be minus b? Yes, minus b. And this will be the resultant in that particular case. That is, we say, sir, r dash. Okay, let's call this as r dash. Now, they are asking us to find the angle between the resultant and this also, that is tan of alpha. Okay. Okay. Now, can you please tell me what is the value of tan of alpha? As we recently saw, value of tan alpha is, see, tan alpha is b sine theta upon a minus b cos theta. We say it will be simply that is b sine of theta upon, we say a minus b cos of. Okay, just put the values over here. What is the value of b? B is given as 3. What is the value of a? A is given as 4. So that is 3 sine of 3 sine of. Now, in this particular case, theta, that is we say sir 60 upon, we say sir a minus b cos theta. What is the value of a? That is 4 minus, what is the value of b? That is b, a minus b, that is 3 cos of 60. Okay, this is what you guys are supposed to basically find out. Now put the value of sine 60, cos 60, and then find the answer of this particular question. Guys, is this crystal and clear to each and every single student? Please let me know in the chats. Everyone means everyone. Let me know in the chats. Is this crystal and clear? Is this crystal and clear? Okay, great, 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 great. Now guys, now see. Here I would want you guys to add few more things which are important, extremely important. Guys, see, I told you about the triangle law of vectors. Okay, what does triangle law say? If you have got vector A, if you have got vector B, you can find the resultant with the help of a third side of the triangle, and the value of the resultant is a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And tan alpha is, we say, 2b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. This is the value of tan alpha, and this is the value of a resultant. This is the value of a resultant. Yes. Now guys, see, I need to tell you something. Which is extremely important right now, which I want you guys to remember forever. Guys, see. If I say, I'll mention over here. Okay. If we say, if theta is equal to, let's suppose, 0 degrees. If angle between the two vectors is, let's suppose, 0 degrees, like we have got a vector A over here and we have got vector B over here, they are parallel to each other, and here angle between two vectors is, we say, sir, how much? 0 degrees. Find resultant. We say, sir, resultant in this case will be under root of, what is the formula? That is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and then we say cos of theta, cos of 0 degrees. Cos 0 is 1. Okay, so we say this will be r is equal to under root of, we say, I'll write over here, that is cos 0 is 1. So this will be a square plus, we say, sir, b square plus 2ab, and then we say cos 0 is 1. Now a square plus b square plus 2ab, what is that? That is a plus b whole square. So we say, sir, r will come out to be, that is a plus b and whole square. Okay, now square and root we can cancel over here. So r will come out to be simply, that is a plus b. So this is the value of resultant when the angle between the two vectors is 0 degrees. When the angle between the two vectors is 0 degrees. And in the same question, if I say, if I say a vector is equal to b vector, if I say a vector, this a vector is having the same magnitude as b, so I can say a resultant in that case will be a plus a, that will come out to be 2a, or b plus b, that will come out to be 2b. Okay, now next one. If I say, if theta is equal to, if theta is equal to, I say 180 degrees, if theta is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, like you have got a vector something like this. This is A, and you have got a vector something like this. This is B. I can say in this particular case, a resultant will come out to be under root of, that is A square plus B square plus we say 2AB, and then we say cos of 180 degrees. Okay, cos of 180. Now in this particular case, my dear friends, so I can write over here, this will be R is equal to under cos 180 is minus 1. So this will be A square plus B square minus 2AB. So I can write this R will be under root of A square minus B square. A square plus B square minus 2AB will be simply, that is A minus B whole square. So this will be simply R is equal to, we say, A minus B in this particular case. R will be simply, that is A minus B in this particular case. Okay. Now, if I say if A is equal to B, in that case we say resultant will be A minus B. Resultant will be, if A is equal to A minus B. Sorry, if A is equal to B, in that case it will be A minus A. So this and this will cancel. In that case, resultant will be 0. It is obvious. If there is a vector in the forward direction, if there is a vector in the backward direction, both are having the same value, they can cancel out, and resultant in that case will come out to be 0. Okay. Resultant in that case will come out to be 0. Next, if I say, if theta is equal to, let's suppose 90 degrees. Like we have got a vector A something like this, and we have got a vector B something like this. This is the angle theta is equal to, let's suppose, 90. How much is the resultant in this case? We say, sir, resultant will be, that is under root of A square plus B square, that is A square plus B square plus 2AB, we say cos of 90 over here. Cos 90 is how much? We say 0. Cos 90 is how much? We say, sir, 0. So in that particular case, we say, sir, this will be, that is under root of. So cos 90 is 0. So this will cancel out. So this will be under root of A square plus B square. Now, if somebody says value of A is equal to value of B, then in that case, this will be R is equal to under root of, this will be, instead of A, I'll write A square plus, we say, sir, A square. A square A plus A square will come out to be, that is under root of 2A square. Okay. Now this square and root will cancel, so it will come out to be a root 2 into A. It will come out to be a root 2 into A. Okay. Next. Similarly, if somebody says that, if theta is equal to 60 degrees, in that particular case, like you have got vector A something like this, another B vector something like this, theta is equal to 60 degrees. And if somebody asks you to find the resultant, you say this will be under root of, that is A square plus B square plus 2AB, and then we say cos of 60 degrees. Guys, are you able to understand? Please let me know in the chats. Everyone means everyone. Everyone means everyone. Tell me in the chats if everybody is able to understand. So further, we can write in this particular case as this R is, that is under root of. We say, sir, this is A square plus B square plus 2AB. Cos 60 is, we say simply, that is root 3 by 2. This and this will cancel. So this will be R is equal to, that is simply. So I can say this is A square plus B square. Okay. Okay, that's 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So that will be, that is 2AB, and that is 1 by 2. This and this will cancel. So r will come out to be, that is under root of a square plus b square plus a b over here. Now if I say, if I say, if a is equal to b, if the magnitude of a vector is equal to b vector, in that case r will come out to be, that is under root of, we say sir, this is a square plus, we say this is a square plus a into a is once again a square. So this will come out to be a root 3 into a root 3 into a. This will come out to be simply, that is a root 3 into a. Okay, so all of these points are extremely important, my dear friends. That's the reason I have told you over here all of these. Okay, so guys, tell me in the chats if everything is crystalline clear. Is it crystalline clear, guys? Okay, now guys, there are few topics left in this. There are few topics left, like we have parallelogram law, polygon law, dot product, projection of vector, cross product. So it will take us one more session, but that session will be just for 1 hour. That session will be just for 1 hour. So with this, we'll take a leave today. Okay, okay, so thank you so much for today, guys. We say thank you. Okay, see you guys in the next session. Till then, bye bye and take care. Okay, see you guys in the next session. We have just one session that will be just for 1 hour. Okay, and 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 let me just tell you, my dear friends, let me just tell you, my dear friends, what is that? That is we have recently launched a batch. We have recently launched a batch, that is Phoenix 3.0. This is the batch we have recently launched. Okay, so that is by Team Avengers. Okay, and guys, hit the like button if you have not liked the session yet. And once I end the live stream, after that you guys are supposed to tell me in the comments, how was the session, how was the session. Okay, so we say this is the batch by Team Avengers, and this is Phoenix 3.0. This is what we have launched recently. If you have not joined this batch yet, so join it as soon as possible. So it is just for 5,999 rupees. So we say we will be starting from the scratch in this particular batch if you are looking to basically crack the NEET in 2025. So the link is in the description below. I would want you guys to join if you haven't joined yet. So thank you so much, guys. Take care and bye bye. See you guys very soon. Chill out. Okay, take care.